Hi there, I'm Molly Grover.
And I'm Kevin Lynch.
And welcome to another show of I Love Dubuque. You know, Kevin, nothing says summer more in Dubuque than festivals.
That's right, and we have several of them to talk about today, don't we?
We do. In a year's time in Dubuque, there's over 40 festivals year-long.
It's amazing.
There are. Can you name some of them?
The Irish Hoolie.
The All That Jazz Festival.
The Dubuque County Fair.
Catfish Festival.
Taste of Dubuque.
Summerfest.
Ice Fest.
Dubuque Fest.
Chili Cook-Off.
Bald Eagle Squash.
I'm done.
I win! Anyway, today's show we are going to talk about and highlight three special festivals. We have America's River Festival, which is really the signature event, the signature festival in Dubuque. We have All That Jazz, which is really a Dubuque classic, which happens all summer long. And then what else do we have today?
We have the Dubuque County Fair and the Irish Hoolie.
Oh, this is going to be a great show. You won't want to miss a minute of I Love Dubuque and festivals in the summertime. I love Dubuque! Hi there, Kevin and I are in a Port of Dubuque on top of the McGraw Hill building with the best view in the house for America's River Festival. What do you think, Kevin?
Oh, this is awesome, Molly. Thanks to Lori Simmons with McGraw Hill, we've got a perspective on America's River Festival that not too many people get to see. We can look down from 4 stories up and see all the fun going on. We got dock dogs, we've got monster trucks, we've got music. Later on, we're going to have Blue Oyster Cult and Creedence Clearwater Revisited. There's food, there's beer. What more could you ask for?
What more could you ask for on a beautiful summer day right here in the Port of Dubuque? And as you can see, it's just going to be an awesome day here at the festival.
That's right. Just another reason to love Dubuque.
I love Dubuque! Hi there, Dubuque lovers. I'm Molly Grover, and we are blessed to be filming from one of the most beautiful locations in the Dubuque area, the Dubuque Riverwalk, and what better backdrop than the majestic Mississippi River. We're talking all about festivals on I Love Dubuque today, and it is the perfect summer day. So we are going to go straight to the source, straight to the expert, and talk to none other than Keith Ray, the director of the Convention and Visitors Bureau, and he is the festival expert in Dubuque. And Keith, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Molly. Pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. Festivals. Can you talk about festivals in the Dubuque area?
Well, Dubuque is very lucky. You know, we run the gauntlet of festivals. Really, we kick them off each year in about the 3rd week of May, and they go all the way through Christmas time with the Festival of Trees. And we just are very, very lucky to have a lot of dedicated volunteers that make these events work each year. And we're very unique in that respect. A lot of communities our size, even larger, don't have this type of array of festivals that celebrate everything. Not only the river, but what's like the Catfish Festival, America's River Festival, but the Festival of Trees and the Irish Hoolie, Taste of Dubuque. So we've got all kinds of different things that we have here almost every weekend.
festivals are a great way to enjoy and take in all that Dubuque has to offer. One of the festivals that's near and dear to your heart and our heart at the Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce is America's River Festival. Tell us a little bit about that, how that started, where we're at with that festival.
Well, the America's River Festival is very unique. It really is a regional type event. We look at it as a signature event for the community. And as the boat blows its horn in the background, that's how it did get started, was the Grand Excursion in 2004.
Tell me if I'm right or not. I did hear a rumor that America's River Festival 2009 had their best crowd ever. Is that correct?
Yeah, you know, when you're doing events, I've been doing it for about 20 years now, and I've not only done them out in the Dubuque area, but all over the world. You're always looking for that perfect event, and that Saturday evening when we had Blue Oyster Cult and Creedence Clearwater Revisited for our main entertainment was perfect.
Absolutely. With that line of thought, festivals are one way we help bring people into our community. The Convention and Visitors Bureau at the Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce work year-round in bringing conventions, bringing groups, we host not the festivals, but we work with the festivals and bringing people into our community. Can you talk a little bit about the economic impact? I mean, we hear 1.6 million people visit Dubuque on an annual basis, but what does that mean actually?
Well, you know, you look at the festivals, and we always look at, with the Convention and Visitors Bureau, what makes us unique? What does Dubuque have to offer that other communities don't, that we can really take and show people that this is why you need to come to our community? Whether or not it's a convention or a group tour or individual travelers and families, and that even sporting events, what makes us unique? I think one of the most unique things that we have, obviously, is where we're standing right now. This is absolutely beautiful out here. You know, the river walk with everything, with the boat, the river boat in the background, it doesn't get any nicer than this. And the festivals are another thing that really make us unique. There's very few communities that have the number of festivals and the number of very well done festivals that the Dubuque area does. So that's an area that we looked at, how can we really take that and market it, show other people, you know, show people from Madison, from Milwaukee, from Chicago, and all these other places, how we can take that and grow and really get those people to embrace that and come in here. Because that's going to, you talk about economic impact, that's really where the economic impact comes into play. You know, they're going to be staying in our hotels, they're going to be going to our attractions, they're going to be eating at our restaurants, they're going to be stopping at our convenience stores and filling up with gas and that. And it just really embraces everything that the Dubuque area has to offer. And that's something that we really want to expand on. Really get the word out to all these other areas, Des Moines, Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, everywhere, that Dubuque is a unique spot for festivals, and you need to come up here and really enjoy those and enjoy everything else that we have to offer when you're here.
Absolutely. Once again, in a challenging economy, tourism is one of our bright shining stars. We have people that continue to come to the community, enjoy our festivals, over 40 festivals year round. We have so many wonderful amenities and attractions, including this beautiful river walk to enjoy the scenic beauty of the Mississippi River right here. And thank you for all the work that you do at the CVB and your staff. We end every segment, because it's I Love Dubuque, with asking our guests, what do you love about Dubuque? So can you share that with us?
What I love about Dubuque is I love the beauty. You know, this river just amazes me. I remember in 2004 when I was lucky enough to be asked to run the Grand Excursion. I came down and spent countless hours, you know, preparing for that event, and I fell in love with the river, and I really fell in love with the Port of Dubuque, and I fell in love with Dubuque. I'm a longtime resident of Dyersville, been there my whole life, and I've had the ability to events, like I said, all over the world with different things, and this is a place I like to do it the most. I think it's just the absolute how beautiful this place is.
It is truly beautiful, and we are sure when you come to visit Dubuque, you will fall in love too, and you will love Dubuque as we do. So thank you, Keith.
Thank you, Molly.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
I love Dubuque!
Dubuque Area Chamber plays a significant role in promoting and attracting tourism to our area, an area on the cutting edge of business, rich with history and natural beauty. Now easily accessible via 4-lane highways, Dubuque is the perfect place to work or play. We're just a short drive away.
The Dubuque Chamber of Commerce and the Telegraph Herald invite you to experience Dubuque soon. Log on to DubuqueChamber.com for more information.
My vision for the future has enabled me to grow and build a business that I am proud of. The welcoming business climate that the Dubuque Chamber fosters was instrumental in my decision to move my family to engage in a business here 2 years ago. A business that has grown as dynamically as Dubuque. I am happy to call Dubuque home, a prosperous, growing community that understands just how important it is to buy locally. Cruiseworth and Dubuque Auto Plaza and the Dubuque Chamber of Commerce invite you to experience Dubuque soon.
Hi there, Kevin and I are here at El May in beautiful downtown Dubuque, and we are enjoying a pre-jazz cocktail. We're here with Dean Wilgenbush, who is with Dubuque Main Street, and he is going to tell us all about All That Jazz, one of the highlight festivals of the summer season in Dubuque.
This is our 18th season, so we've been doing this for 18 years. So Dubuque Main Street, if you go back 18 years ago, there wasn't not a lot of festivals downtown. And so this was a chance to bring people after work to come down, have a little nightlife downtown, and you can just see after that, you can see all the other festivals that have kind of taken off and kind of duplicated, copied, or even expanded upon what we're doing. So this is pretty successful. So.
Now I know you're a numbers guy, Dean, so tell me a little bit, if you would, about what kind of attendance Dubuque and All That Jazz gets, how many different libations will you go through, that kind of thing.
Well, that's what we try to keep that somewhat under wrap, but it's it has grown a lot from the very first one. You know, we had maybe one kind of beverage center to, the numbers I've hear anywhere between 5,000 to 6,000 people will be down there on a particular night. So it's all weather related, but it's been, come from maybe 1,000. It's probably grown a lot since over these 18 years. And it's, as you know, it's a full event. But it's easy to get around, but it's a fun event. So.
For our viewers across the state who are watching that have never attended a Dubuque and All That Jazz, kind of tell us about it, what night it's on, why people go to All That Jazz, why it's so popular, and what you do at All That Jazz.
It's easy. It's always the third Friday of June, July, and August, and the first Friday of September. So how to remember that? But we bring in entertainment from kind of the Midwest or even from across the country. It's kind of an alternative, somewhat of a jazz, but jazz is a pretty big word, so there's different styles of music that we bring in. So we're bringing in different acts from across, like this band tonight is from Texas. So we have it's a wide variety. It's a free event. Plus, there's a lot of food vendors down there, so it's also kind of you get a chance to taste a lot of food from different food vendors in Dubuque. So it's just a fun evening outdoors.
I hear Kevin is going to be the guest singer tonight at All That Jazz.
Well, we're kind of hoping for a bigger crowd.
I'm not
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
So tell us, Dubuque and All That Jazz really spun off a lot of other festivals, and it was really kind of one of the first ones, but it was really not just one of the first ones in Dubuque, but it was one of the first ones in the state, wasn't it?
It appears to be, if you go back quite a few years ago, there really wasn't a lot of festivals downtown, and this is kind of, we brought really the culture to the center part of Dubuque, and since then, you come down pretty much any weekend in Dubuque, there's a festival going on. It's somewhere primarily down in kind of the downtown, the Riverport area. So it seemed like 18 years ago there wasn't a lot, but there's a lot of things going on every weekend here in Dubuque.
Actually, all year long in the Dubuque area, there's over 40 festivals that happen year long. Now, no time of year epitomizes festivals better than summertime does here in Dubuque, and All That Jazz is definitely a favored one among Dubuquers, and we intend on having a drink there tonight ourselves, don't we?
That's great.
Yes.
It's a great way to showcase downtown, and it's we try to, as part of Main Street, downtown's a place to work, live, and play, and what better place to play than at All That Jazz? So
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that too.
Right, sounds good.
Cheers.
All right, thanks.
To All That Jazz.
All right.
In closing, one more thing, the name of the show, I Love Dubuque. Dean, what do you love about Dubuque?
I have to say downtown and all the festivals. That's probably, there's always something going on in Dubuque.
Very appropriate answer.
Nice.
And good answer, too.
Right,
thank you, Dean,
all
and
right,
thank
thanks.
you to El May, and we'll see you at All That Jazz.
Thanks.
I love Dubuque.
I love Dubuque.
I love Dubuque.
We find a lot of great news to report in Dubuque. Job growth and a stable business climate continue to attract highly skilled workers to this area. 1.5 million annual visitors help keep Dubuque's economy strong. At KCRG TV9, we're committed to being the dynamic voice for this vibrant community.
The Dubuque Chamber of Commerce and KCRG TV9 invite you to experience Dubuque soon. Log on to DubuqueChamber.com for more information.
The Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce showcases Dubuque as the region's premier destination. 1,200 members representing over 46,000 jobs, we do together what we cannot do alone. From workforce programs to business services and development, marketing strategies to ongoing advocacy efforts in tourism, the Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce understands a strong business community creates a better Dubuque. Over 62,000 residents and 1.6 million visitors a year agree Dubuque is the ideal place to live, work, play, and do business.
I love Dubuque.
Right now we got a great treat for you on I Love Dubuque. We are joined by two of the members of the band Gaelic Storm, and gentlemen, it is an honor for you to be joining us on our show today. We have Murph and Trigger, and we are really happy to have you here.
Twigger.
Twigger.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Like Boy Waters and Twigger.
Okay, Twigger. All right. So This is a real honor for us, fellas, to have you take a little bit of time before the show starts. I know this is, you go traveling all over, visiting all different kinds of cities. How many dates do you play every year?
It's about 130 shows a year, and then with all the travel days and the in-between days, it's about 200 a year.
Sure.
200 days on the road.
Sure. Now that's got to be very tiring. I understand. What do you do before a show like this to kind of get up and get yourself ready to go for the show?
Vitamin G, we call it.
I'm missing one. I should have had one with you. So. That's great. So now, how many times have you been to Dubuque so far?
Wow. It's funny you asked that question, because on the way in, we were trying to figure out how many times we've played the state of Iowa. Mm-hmm. And this is the 44th gig.
Is that right?
In Iowa, yeah.
Fantastic.
This is our 9th gig in Iowa just this year alone.
Really?
Yeah. So we're usually in Dubuque at least twice a year, right?
I'd say so.
We do a March show and we do a...
Our doctors don't allow more than twice a year in Dubuque.
In Dubuque, yeah.
I gotcha. And you've got quite a following here in Dubuque too, don't you? A lot of fans, I know.
It's been great. We started playing at Loris College way back when, and various other places around Dubuque, and people have followed us on our journeys, and it's been great. We have a good turnout.
Now, I know there's got to be favorite parts to every show. We came down and caught your show last year. I loved the Kenny Chesney routine. That was fantastic. I didn't think I was going to stop laughing. I still laugh about it when I think. For you guys personally, what do you like best about a particular performance?
It just depends. I mean, it depends on. Usually, something will happen different every night, or you try something new. And like just a few nights ago, we tried something different with a song about a donkey. We got the audience to pretend to be on a donkey, and for us on stage, it's hilarious to see 2,000 people.
Put it this way: last night we had a fully grown man dressed in a bear suit come out on stage at the start of one of our songs and serve us beer.
So we have our own beer bear. Yeah, just to kind of,
as one does,
vary things up,
and they always have a different thing like that at every town, I'm sure.
We try to do something different every night, so.
Sure. Yeah. So now, what comes up in your future for Gaelic Stoneline? What are you guys planning on doing in coming months?
We're going into the studio at the end of this summer season here. We're heading down to Austin, Texas to go in October. So we're busy writing and rehearsing for that in between time, in our downtime. Mm-hmm. So hopefully we'll have a new CD out by March next year. That's the plan. That's taking up pretty much all of our time right now. With the amount of days on the road, it doesn't leave a lot of time for writing and rehearsing. So it's every second we're busy.
Sure. Now, I know you have to get going. You're going to be on stage in just a couple minutes here. And you mentioned earlier that you play a lot of dates in Iowa, but I know Dubuque has got to be your favorite town in Iowa, correct?
Absolutely.
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 Right. If I could ask you to do just one more favor for us, tell the folks on TV, look straight at them and tell them I love Dubuque. Okay. Ready?
Which one? Hey, everybody. How you doing? We love Dubuque.
I love Dubuque. We love Dubuque. I love it more than you do.
I said it first.
Well, it was my idea.
Close enough. Murph.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thanks for joining us. Twigga.
Thank you. You got it. All right.
Good luck.
Take care, guys.
Looking forward to watching you. It has been a long day.
It has.
A lot of festivals, didn't we?
Yes, and like what you do at festivals, you have to try out all the festival beverages and refreshments, and we've done a good job of that today.
And then we had to stop and unwind with just one last drink at El May Eatery, thanks to Leah and her staff at this wonderful restaurant in downtown Dubuque on Main Street.
Yes, one of my favorites.
So, are we going to be festival going again?
There is always a festival going on in Dubuque, and we visited some great ones today. We visited All That Jazz, America's River Festival, Irish Hoolie, and we even stopped by the Dubuque County Fair. But there are festivals all year long in Dubuque. We encourage you to come experience festivals in Dubuque, and we are sure you will have a good time.
Yet another reason why
I love Dubuque.
welcome to Gaelic Storm.
The quality of life in Dubuque is second to none, making Findlay Hospital proud to be a member of the Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce. Together, we work to serve and nurture the tri-state area. By providing compassionate, quality patient care with advanced technology, we can improve the health and wellness of our community. Findlay Hospital and the Dubuque Chamber of Commerce, together we are making a difference.
Findlay Hospital and the Dubuque Chamber of Commerce invite you to learn more about the tri-state area at DubuqueChamber.com.
Mystique Casino is proud to be a part of Dubuque's dynamic character, making it the weekend getaway destination. We are proud to be a catalyst of this community, having donated over $32 million to local charity and over $123 million to the city of Dubuque to foster positive change in this magnificent city. We at Mystique invite you to join us for a first-class gaming experience and to rediscover Dubuque this weekend.